Hi guys, welcome to another Guild Wars 2 leveling build, and this time we're going to go through the Thief profession. And as I say, it's another level 80 build, but I'll load the load the build on using this calculator, and then I'll give you some information about how it's working and why it's a good leveling build. Okay, so the first thing is obviously the weapons. It makes a huge part of the build. What we're going to be doing is, for our primary weapon, is having pistol and dagger. So I'll load them on. You can actually swap these about if you want to, but pistol and dagger to start off with. Then we're going to have, as a secondary, we're going to have the short bow, and then as your water weapon or aquatic, we're going to have the harpoon gun. Okay, now basically some information about this. The pistol and dagger is going to be your main source of single target damage and survivability. It outscales nearly every other weapon in that capacity, and basically make sure to keep the cripple from dancing blades up, and you can use your short bow for events and multiple enemies due to the short bow gives you a good AoE skill set as well. So that's like your main weapons. I'll put the healing and utilities on, and then I'll give you some information about how it's working and so on. So here we're going to put Signet of Malice, and we're just going to change this one to hide in shadows. Okay, number 7, we're going to put Assassin Signet. Number 8, we're going to put Signet of Agility. Number 9, we are going to put Signet of Shadows. And then here we're going to put some elite skills. You're going to have Dagger Storm, and then here we're going to put Basilisk Venom. I think they were actually, just a side point, I think basilisks were also in World of Warcraft, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, that's the utilities that we're using with the healing. Basically, you've got Signet of Malice, and that's by far the most superior healing ability for solo play. It will give you a large amount of healing on attack and active. It's got a short cooldown. The only exception is underwater, where stealth may be the difference between like being swarmed by enemies and swimming away. And you can also adapt your utilities to like suit different combat situations. But in general, you've got Assassin Signet, and that's a passive power boost, and an active that makes your next attack hit for 150% increased damage. You've got the Signet of Agility, that gives you a critical increase, which is passive. And you've also got an active that can potentially save your life when around allies, because it refills your endurance for more dodge rolls. You've got Signet of Shadows, which is a passive 25% movement speed increase and a smoke bomb effect on active, and that's good if you need to get away, which you probably will find you have to with the Thief more often than not. So all to do with speed. Right, the traits, basically, the first tree you want to fill out is critical strikes. What we're going to do is we're going to put this up to 30, and then we're going to pick a few traits here. You're going to get side strike. You're going to get ankle shots, and then lastly, you want to also pick up Executioner. I'll give you some more information on these. I'm just filling out the trees. The Deadly Arts is the next tree. You're going to put 30 on that, and you're going to pick up Sundering Strikes, improvisation rather. And then lastly, you want dagger training. Okay, and also I'll just load this on. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing this one from memory. You want Thrill of the Crime on there as well, so you've got 10 on Trickery as well. Okay, just some information. Critical Strike tree, basically that's the first tree you'll fill out. It gives you increased critical chance and damage and slot skills to increase your damage even more. So the ones I've put in there gives you a huge damage rate. You've got Improvisation, and that will refresh your CD on your signets when you steal, which makes rough fights a lot easier. You've got the Deadly Arts tree, the second one to fill out, and it increases power and condition duration. The trait set adds more utility to stealing and increases your damage output. And then you've got Trickery. It gives you more survivability. Dodge rolls will now drop caltrops, and an amazing skill for tough fights that you need to rethink. So what we've done with this build is give you an excellent leveling build, which will make the thief even more tricky than he normally is. And I will go through, as I've said, I've done another, you can see in my other videos, I've done a warrior build, and I will go through at some point and give you a step-by-step while you're leveling, you know, how to get started with your build. But this is a level 80 build. This is what you're going to end up with, and you can just take it and use the skills that you like, play about with it. You might find a better build and so on, but give this a go and let me know what you think. Okay guys, cheers.